Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be doing a little bit of a different video. I want to try to recreate my face as if I were doing a doll's face up. I want to do, as most of my dolls look, a very natural face. I want to try to like replicate this on my own face. Now I've started here with some foundation and concealer, which I look very white in the camera. It doesn't look as white in person, but I guess that's kind of like how it goes. When you get a doll, she looks like she has a flat face. I actually think this works for this particular activity. I've also cheated by brightening up the under eyes with some concealer and sort of highlighting some of the points, and I've powdered with this Jeffree Star powder. Everyone, it's a controversy. It is a controversy, and she is in trouble, and I'm still using her products. It's fine. I've used this Kimchi concealer, and did I bring the foundation over here? No, I didn't. It was an e.l.f. foundation in the wrong color for me. So I'm gonna start today by how I would start with a doll. And how I would start with a doll, this is where it gets good, guys, is with highlight and contour. I'm gonna start with the contour, and then we'll see how much more brightening she needs, because she looks very, very light right now. Like totally white almost, like a ghost. Got this Kat Von D Shade and Light palette here. The last thing that went onto my face was the Jeffree Star powder. And we know that Kat and Jeffree don't get along very well. So we'll see how they get along on my face. I think even before I do that, just to set all the powders in, I'm gonna go in head, you know, to add insult to injury with this Kat Von D setting spray, and I'm just gonna spray her down as if it were a layer of Mr. Super Clear. It's not a fine mist. I've heard it's a great product. Feeling a little damp, so I'm just gonna tap, tap, tap with this sponge. I can already see right here, and I don't remember if it was there before, that Kat and Jeffree don't get along. I've got a big, like, weird spot on my face. I'm gonna try to fix it with a little bit of Jeffree. I don't know, man. I'm gonna just tap her on. It's not better. We're just gonna keep moving along. Okay, let's go in with this Kat Von D Shade and Light palette and see how Jeffree and Kat get along on my face. If it's anything like in real life, it's not going to be very well. And usually, I'm still on my bed, even though I have this delightful new background. And obviously, I can't keep brushes inside my bed. I'm going to go in with this thick brush. All these brushes are really trashy brushes from the drugstore. They literally fall apart when I clean them. And I'm gonna take my palette here, and I'm gonna go in with this cool tone color, because I like to contour in cool tones. And just tap that off over there. And here we go, adding some dimension to the face. Ooh, looks better already. She's got some color back. Stunning. Just gonna try and blend it so that it looks nice. This is the same exact thing I do with my dolls, except for some reason I'm better at working with the dolls than I am at working on my own face. Here we go, other side. My face is long and I want it to look whiter. So to try to fix that, I contour in and upwards, and I just never feel like it looks that good. I've seen it work on other people, just not me. So I'm going in with a pretty heavy hand. Usually on a doll, this would take like several layers to get to this point. I feel like it looks even crazier on camera than it does in person. Like, it looks crazy. We're gonna keep moving on. So there's the cheeks. On the dolls, they'll usually come up here to the temples and give some color in there. Now, I'll contour underneath the jawline on dolls, just to give it some dimension there also. Then on me, I have this chin. And I feel like whenever I photograph, it looks very long. And so I take my brush, blend that bitch out. Just trying to like reshape that chin a little bit so it doesn't look quite as long. So now we've got a nice shadow there. just sort of hiding the fact that she's an aggressive chin on a woman. I never realized how long it was until I started putting makeup on my face, and then every time I photographed myself, I was like, wow, my face looks so fucking long. So that would be sort of that contour. I'm gonna go in and do a little bit on the nose. My nose is a very tough subject for contouring. She's so crooked and so, it's got this lump on it, and it's very hard to get the color in the right place because it just wants to fall into like the creases of the lump. So I'm gonna try and fix it a little bit, but I'm sure I'm not gonna succeed. And I really don't want to change the shape of it today. I'm not even gonna try. I just want to give it a little contour on the sides. Just trying to give some dimension to this flat white face. I'm just gonna hit that under there. Just give her a very lovingly snatched look. Great. Great. You can really see that lump though. Look at it. Gonna try to fix it later. Blend it in better. Okay, I mean, it's fine. Yeah. And I feel like that's kind of all the contour I'll do on a doll's face. And I'll start with like a darker color. Then for the next part, I go in with like a reddish color to try and give some color back to the doll's face. And I'm gonna try this Trixie Mattel palette. I'm gonna try using the lighter shade in the palette, but I might end up switching because I'm not sure that this is what I want. So I'm gonna start here in the temple and see. Yeah, you know what? It looks good there. I'm happy. I'm using the shade Girl on Girl for this. It's like a very light, soft pink. And the thing that I like about this is if I'm not going for like a heavy blush look, it's nice because it's really buildable, so I can get a lot of pigment out of it, but it doesn't like slap on there really fast. And since I'm not that good at makeup, that's better for me. So I'm gonna go in a little bit on these cheeks to soften them up a bit. I'm gonna do it on the end of the nose. Yes, yes, yes. That was cute. And then I'm gonna go ahead and dab the pink across the bridge of my nose here and down into the cheeks to give it some color. But we're just gonna go with it. And I'm just gonna like softly like build up this cute little pink color onto my cheeks, just giving her a little glow, like a sweet little glow. Because you know their faces look really flat when they come in. And the best thing you can do is pop on some color to try and give it some dimension. Just cover up that weird spot too, because then it won't look as weird. Oh yes, she's looking very nice. Just a little sun kissed across the face. Okay, I did cheat earlier, obviously, and I've already put light in the area where it's supposed to be light, but I'm still gonna go in with this Kat Von D palette here, and I'm gonna use this light sort of cooler tone up at the top here, and I'm gonna throw a little bit of that in the light spots of my face. Now obviously if I were a doll, I wouldn't be building up this much color as quickly. I feel like the eyes look really light out. Ready? Pop it on the chin, to tip of the nose. I wouldn't be able to build up this much color this quickly. It would take like a million layers to get to this point that I'm at right now. So I've got my little touch of glow of pink, and I've got my contour going here. So the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in and do eyebrows. Now I obviously already have eyebrows, and I've tried blocking them out over and over and over again. I keep trying different techniques and it never works. My eyebrows are very unruly, just like my hair, and very thick. So I decided to not block them out at all and just go in with like the technique that I use on my doll eyebrows to create the same shape that I do in my doll. So I've got this pencil. It's by Maybelline Total Temptation, and it's a very cool brown shade. Does it have a shade? 315 deep brown. So I'm gonna go in here. I found that a lot of eyebrow pencils are too warm for me, and then it just looks like I have like red eyebrows, which I find really strange, and nobody really has warm eyebrows, so I'm confused as to why they make products like that. But anyway, I'm gonna go in with this pencil, and the shape that I always do, it's like, I always do it, it's like kind of a straight shape that's thick on the end and thinner on the front. So I'm gonna try to copy off this doll. Can you see her eyebrows even? Like that shape of eyebrow, and those aren't the best eyebrows I've ever done, but that's the shape that I always do. So I'm coming in here, try to turn my head to the light, and I'm gonna use, I mean, I'm cheating, I'm using my own natural shape. She gets puffy right at the arch, and then it comes out really straight like this, and then it's got this dark sort of line up at the top to like define what it is. And because I've already got like pretty aggressive eyebrows, she's probably gonna look a little thicker than it does on my dolls, but we're doing it anyway. Here we are. That's sort of the deal. Let's darken this a little. And so it's pretty full. And then as I get to the front, I'll usually just do like a couple light little strokes in there when I work on my dolls. So that's the doll eyebrow, and probably gonna do the other one off camera, and I'll be back when it's done. Okay, we're back. They're definitely sisters and not twins, but you know, nobody's perfect, and neither should your dolls be. So there's the brows, and they do look pretty much like the doll brows that I do. Doll brows usually go a little straighter out, but because I already had curve in them and they're unwilling to be glued down, this is what we have today. So that's eyebrows. You know what I didn't do? She didn't do her little ears. And I'll take the pink and I'll come up to the tips of the ears. And I had this naturally, but I covered it. So you can just give her a little tinge of pink on the ear. So I'll just rosy up those little ear tips. Because if I wasn't wearing makeup right now, that's what my ear would look like. So next step, I'm gonna move on to eyes. Usually on my dolls I do very little eye makeup because I like them natural. I don't know why, I do them all the same. And I just feel like you get the most use out of a natural face. It's just like, is what it is. Like she's, you know, living her everyday life. I'm gonna go in with this Kimchi Palette, same as my Kimchi mirror. I love this shit, you guys, it's so good. She's got a lot of good neutrals in here that I think will be very useful for the eyes. I'm gonna come in here and do I want to use burnt or toast? I'm gonna try burnt because it's a cooler color here. And I could just use the same contour as I used before, but I don't usually do that with the dolls either. I use sort of different tones. Here we go, I'm so scared. So the first thing that I'll do is I'll take this tip of the eye and just sort of like give her like a little lift. I always do it with all of my dolls. And I'm gonna come into the crease with it too. I just want like a little like rush of color. Don't want anything too much. I just want it to kind of look more like a natural shadow than anything else. Not really like she's wearing any makeup. So yeah, that's sort of good. It looks pretty. I am using the burnt tone and it's going fine. Right, next I'm gonna come down to this lower lid, and then when you look at photos of people, usually on the lower lid there's just shadow, but I have brightened my shadow entirely by putting concealer, brightening concealer on there. So I'm gonna go in with my brush and just very gently and lightly tap some color onto there. And I've gone down too far now. It's looking very low. So I'm gonna take somebody else. Let's go with her. Something that doesn't have anything on it. I'm just gonna blend that out a little bit. It's actually like so much easier to do on a doll, honestly. I don't know why I struggle with my own makeup so much, but I can do a really nice doll face up. This is the reality. So I'm gonna take a little more, tapping that on. Now obviously, since I'm already a people, there's a lot of things that I'm not gonna have to do, and I don't really have the products to do it anyway, like the waterline and the little, the tear duct in the inner corner. I don't have to color those in. So it's not, you know, like a full doll face up, but these are the steps. So yes, there we go. Very natural, very stunning, very nice. Now, on me, in this mirror, I can see this on myself because I'm not, everything that I'm wearing isn't super full coverage, but I can see there's a lot of blue in my inner corner here, and it kind of comes down underneath my eye. I feel like in the camera it just looks very white. We're gonna come in here with this Lady Gaga palette. I might fuck everything up right now, but this is what I do with my dolls. I'm gonna take this little tiny brush. It's very small. I'm gonna take a little bit of piece, which is kind of bright, and I'm scared. Brush it on my hand first. It's like nothing. Great. It's so light. And I'm gonna come in here and I'm just gonna paint in. I'm copying what I see because I can see it right now. I'm just gonna paint in where I see the blue. So it's kind of just a little bit there in the inner corner. And then it blends out. Fun fact about me, I have an olive skin tone even though I'm really light. And it's very hard for me to find products that match my skin because of that. Mix these. I'm mixing the brown with the blue right now to try and blend them together. It's very dark. Oh my goodness me. So I have an olive complexion, but I'm super light, and most people don't think of that as being a thing, so it's very hard for me to find a matching tone to my skin. So every time I buy like a warm concealer, it's too warm, and every time I buy, let's go with this one, and every time I buy a cool concealer, obviously that doesn't work for me because I'm really looking for a green undertone and not a blue undertone, and so I usually go with a neutral, but it still doesn't match. So I'm using a green blue to do this instead of a cool blue, if that makes any sense at all. Taking my burnt, just to tap some of that off. I'm coming in, I'm just trying to blend it out. I'm literally trying to make my human eye look like a human eye again. I took all the time to take all the humanness away, and now I'm putting it back in. So there's that. I think it's looking really good, especially on camera. Like, in person it doesn't look as good, but it's fine. We get the idea. I'm gonna take the shade Organza and just plop it on the lid just to bring a little bit of brightness to it. I'm gonna blend it. I'm tapping. Tapping. Just trying to blend all my colors together. Just put a little, veil that blue up a little bit. So there we go. That's sort of like the powder part of the eye, of the doll eye. I'm going to go ahead and plop a liquid eyeliner on there, and I'll be right back. And I'm gonna do this other eye while I'm at it. I'm back. Again, we've got sisters here. I'm not looking at twins. I've used this House Labs eyeliner. People like it. Personally, I feel like it's dry. All of these little stick liners that everybody raves about, I have trouble with them. I feel like they're dry every single time. And I always store it downwards too. And I think, I don't know what my problem is, but I'm just not so super good with that. Anyway, I also added a little rosiness next to my nose because people usually have a little bit of color there. And I'm also gonna take the rosy tone, which is in the Trixie Mattel palette. My bed is covered in palettes. I'm gonna stick a little bit of this up here on my forehead. Just give her a little glow. She's glowing. Oh yes, very cute. Just blend her out a little. So yeah, there we go. That's sort of the eyes situation. Okay. So next, let's move on to lips. Now this is something that I've literally never done before. On a person, this is exactly what I do on my dolls all the time. But I've got a lip stain here, and I'm gonna try painting sort of an ombre situation onto my lips so it will look like a doll lip. I'm gonna try it. Never done it, we'll see how it goes. So I've got my little container. This is Nyx Epic Ink in the shade Blazed Flamboyant. Well, well, well. I'm literally gonna take the tiniest bit of this on my brush. I'm gonna use this mirror so you can see better, and I'm gonna paint this on to the inside of my lips. And I want to sort of feather it outwards. I obviously already have creases in my lips, and some dolls do also, but I'm just going to define those a little bit with the stain. I'm just going to help to blend it to make it look more natural. Now this is definitely a step that's easier to do on people than dolls. It's so hard with that tiny little brush to make your doll's lips look like anything. My lips are kind of looking like something. Yeah. Gonna do the same in the top. I'm just trying to blend it so that it looks natural. Alright, so I fucked up a little bit right there, but we're just gonna roll with it. I feel like it's blending, it looks okay. I should probably just wipe off the foundation. This is probably what I should have done and just left it alone. But I'm gonna try this anyway. I have one of these little jelly lipsticks. How do I work it? I push it down and then pull it out. It's in the shade Barbie Doll Powder. Stunning. And I'm gonna put this on my lips. It's one of those ones that like you put it on and then it changes color. It's gonna be too pink. Oh no. Well, it's pink. I'm putting it everywhere. I'm blending. This is it. I know what we're doing. And I'm putting this on my natural lips instead of overdrawing like I usually do. Because I feel like on dolls, I try and follow their natural lip space. It actually looks really good. I like the color. It actually kind of matches her. She's got pretty pink lips. Alright, so stunning. Stunning. And I have one more tiny brush. This is Morphe brush that's bent. It came in a pack. I don't know. And I'm going to go back in with the color Peace from the Lady Gaga palette that I used to do the blue in my inner corner. I don't know if this is even going to work. It's so small. And I like to put veining in my dolls' heads up here where I kind of naturally have veining. That I can, I'm literally just copying what I can see on my face right now that you probably can't. So very ever so lightly. I'm just gonna go in and put in just a little bit of veining on the temples. You can also get the same effect if you don't want to draw the veins just by going in with a little bit of blue in the temple, which is, I do that sometimes also. Alright, I'm gonna leave it like that. It looks much more blown out on camera than it does in person. Another defining feature of this doll is that there's like a blue vein that runs down sort of, there's a bug, the middle side of the forehead, and I've colored it in on this doll, which you can't see because of this lighting, but I'm gonna go ahead and do that on myself anyway. I can see mine, I'm just running some color over it just to give it like a little more definition. So there's my little vein. Okay, that's all the veining I'm gonna do on the face today. I don't really go overboard with it. Like, I just want to give it like a hint of veining on the doll. I just want her to look a little more natural. And the next thing I'm gonna do, I don't even know how I'm gonna do this. I don't have the right product. I'm gonna take the eyebrow pencil and just do a few freckles on the face, and then I'll go in where I want a beauty mark and put in something darker. I don't know if this is even gonna work. Oh my god, it's so cute. And it's the same thing that I do with dolls. I don't flick my freckles onto my dolls, I place them on, but I do it sort of like this. I do it at different levels of pressure so that the freckles will look different, because on a people, your freckles are never like all exactly the same. This is sort of working. It could work better. And usually I don't go overboard with the freckles. I'm not trying to make a freckled doll. I'm just trying to add some texture to the face because everybody's got some. And I usually only do it across sort of the nose bridge where I put the pink. Just adding a little extra dimension. Look at how snatched I made my face. So there's her freckles. I feel like you cannot see them on camera at all. Maybe the ones on the top of the nose. They're cute. I'm gonna go in now, you know, with a mole or two, because we all got them. For that, I'm going to take this brown Kat Von D eyeliner. The tattoo liners, everybody raves about these too. They work exactly the fucking same as every other liner in a pen form. I don't like them. I don't think they work good. I'm just gonna decide where I want them. I've got some pretty heavy freckles here. So I'm just gonna define one that's already there. And then we've got one down here. I feel like I should have just done one of those. Two of them look stupid. I feel like we need a third. I'm just gonna go with this one that's already here. Okay, fine. 3, nice odd number. Alright, sometimes I do this step and sometimes I don't for dolls, but because I'm a people and I feel like I need it, I'm gonna go in with a little highlighter. This particular doll that I'm looking at right now does not have any highlighter. You know where else she has a little color though that's really cute and I want to do it? It's just like right in here. Hold up. Hold up, bitches. Hold up. Where's my Trixie palette? Here it is. I just love that. That looks so cute. It's just like she's got like a little pink flush above the eyebrows. I'm gonna do it. I'm doing it. Oh my god, that looks so cute. Okay. I'm gonna go in with this Wet n Wild highlighter palette. That's actually pretty good. So I'm saying it like it's not. And I'm gonna go in with pink shade here. It's the most normal one out of them all. This really isn't a good highlight brush. I have a highlight brush somewhere. Hold on. I bought one. Here we go. Highlighter brush. And I'm gonna go in with the pink shade. Just give her a little, just a little glow. She wants a glow. Now, you saw me just touch my face. If I were a doll, you literally couldn't do that because the oils from your skin transferred onto a doll is like, it can ruin a face up. It like slowly removes color, which is terrible. Which is why when I body blush my dolls, I don't expect them to last, and I expect to have to redo them more than once. And the thing is, you've already touched it, so you're redoing a body blush you could take the whole thing off, but that's not what I do. I just go over it. So you've already touched it, so you're going over it with a body blush that is automatically already gonna come off because you've already touched it. I'm gonna give my nose a little. I'm actually gonna highlight just what's next to the shadow. If you didn't want it to sparkle on your doll, you could go in with a light color again and just make it a highlight that's not a sparkle highlight. And for this on a doll, I would not ever use makeup because it's oily and it causes the doll to look weird after, you know, a certain period of time. But I would go in with mica powders that are, you know, all natural. Alright, I think that's all I want to highlight on my face right now. I think that's good. She looks stunning. Look at that glow. These are actually really good. I feel like I'm nearing the end of this, everyone. I've been doing this for an hour. It's just, she just looks so natural and sweet. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and off camera plop some lashes on because I'm never gonna be able to do it on camera. and then I'll come back for the final face. Fun fact about lashes, everybody. I can't do them on dolls either. I can't do them on my face, and I cannot do them on dolls. They always come out crazy, and they're not glued down all the way. I put the doll lashes on too, and it's more about the placement on the doll than anything. I always fuck up the placement. I'm back. The glue's not really dry yet, as you can see. I have like a cummy white film on my eyes. That's the glue. And it looks like, you know, that scene in the original Freaky Friday where Barbara Harris like puts the eyelashes on all sideways. That's what I look like right now. Which is what my dolls look like too. But this is what we're going with. I am going to take oh, it just fell into the cup. I got it. I'm gonna take my mascara now, even though they're not dry. I might have to touch up the cummy part with some black, with some mascara here. And I'm gonna try to blend my own eyelashes into this, because I have I have thick black hair all over my body. You can see the black hair on my head. You've seen my eyebrows, my leg hair, my armpit hair. Crazy. They grow so fast. Literally insane. I have no eyelash hair. Literally none. They're so short, they're so stumpy, they stand straight out. It's just the single most confusing thing of my entire life. I'm like, how is it possible that the one place I want to have hair, I don't have hair? I'm just trying to like blend them together. I do have, they were too big for my eyes, I don't have scissors over here, so I just glued them to the wing, which is what I do when I do my drag makeup, to like open my eye a bit. It wasn't the plan for today, but it's what we've got. These are the smallest eyelashes that were in the package. I think I have smaller eyelashes, but I didn't feel like looking for them, so. Was going for a natural look. So there's the tops. Normally on the doll I would draw them on with straight little lines. But I'm gonna go ahead in with this. And you're gonna see how ridiculous this is. First of all, there's a chunk missing. I don't know where they went. They haven't been there. They haven't been there maybe ever, but not in a while at least. There's the chunk missing. It's in between here and here. And that's the other issue when you're doing bottom mascara and you don't have any fucking eyelashes there. You know what happens? It goes in your skin. Because you think you're touching hair, but there's no hair. The most ridiculous eyelashes ever. So let's just pretend like I'm drawing these on. Look at how short they are. On the bright side, this side does seem longer than this side. It's still missing the same chunk though. I guess I just don't grow eyelashes in that chunk. Well, they're out of control, but there they are, they're on there. Looks like the tops have dried. I'm gonna go in and do a little touch up on that eyeliner. And I think after that, she's gonna be finished. The doll face up is complete. Okay, there we go. Isn't she stunning? Isn't she gorgeous? Let's look at us, we're twins. I mean, if we're not exactly the same person, I don't know who is. Just stunning, full lips, a beautiful little nose that swoops upwards, some beautiful hooded eyes with some stunning eyebrows. I mean, my eyebrows actually look better than hers. That's one thing that's actually true. But other than that, that's me trying to do a face up like I would on a doll on my own face. I hope you enjoyed. Actually a fun video. For some reason, it's easier on dolls, even though they're tiny. I don't know why. I have such a hard time with makeup on my own face. And I feel like it's just because I hate my own face, and it's because I want to try and change my face with the makeup instead of just enhancing what I already have. But that is what it is. I've got like Barbara Harris and Freaky Friday eyes. The eyelashes are crazy. But yeah, that's the video, and I hope you enjoyed watching it. And if you did, maybe we can do some more. I don't know what we do. No, we won't do more. But I hope you enjoyed this video. So yeah, that's just a little simple, delicate, easy how to do a face up on your own face. And you can also use these techniques on your dolls. Alright everyone, have a wonderful weekend, wonderful 4th of July. I hope it's great, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!